Hey, you. Welcome back to Bucket List Cuts. So, this is going to be a story of my journey. A New Year's resolution from a 50-plus-year-old man, early 50s. Not, don't, don't you dare. Anyway, anyway, I'm 53 if you really want to know. Who I've always had stories in my head, and I've been wanting to do stuff. And I don't have a film crew. I don't have $100 million in a budget. I mean, that's just unrealistic and so far out of my scope. So been stuck. I've been having these stories in my head for years, and I decided to figure out how to make that work, and I did. I figured out a new system for me, at least. It's not maybe for everybody, but for me, it worked. Where I was able to actually get stuff done in a very small chunk way that almost was like creating a new Lego system of storytelling. And I was using kind of a hybrid of classic script writing, also mixed in with this new era of TikTok and YouTube influencers that, the way that they make videos is very strategic. And so I was like, how do I combine that? And I kind of figured out a little bit of a way. I'm still learning a lot. I just released our first web series. We just put up the finale. It is Lights, Camera, Catastrophe. You can see it over on the Morbs Media page, or if you're already on the Morbs Media page, look up above. I'll try to put a link somewhere here, upwards. um, anyway, so I just put that up, and as I've been releasing it, I've been realizing I should have edited it maybe in a different way to kind of make it punch more with hooks and stuff in the beginning. And so on season 2, I already have my plan together. But anyway, so Hum on my other series is going to be starting next week, and that's going to be also up here or on the Morbs Media page if you're over on the Bucket List Cuts page, because I'm going to be putting this video on both. So there. If you are a person that maybe you've always wanted to make short films, or maybe you're a person that has been working in the background for years, kind of like me, that's always wanted to kind of make something, but the reality of budgets and high-end cameras and how do I get everyone together on a very low to no budget situation is a big task to take on, and the anxiety that comes along with it isn't that great either. I started to do it in a different way that was easy for me, and also easy on the people I was working with, because I know that working in a low budget or no budget situation, time is precious, and I don't want to waste people's time, nor do I want to waste my time, because I don't have very much time to give. And so this is where this kind of new method, and I call it the Triflow Method. That's my working title for it right now. It's very simple. It's basically using a combination of bytes, which are little 15-second to 45-second segments that kind of stand on their own, which then are combined to make a segment, which would be about, I don't know, 5 to 7 minutes or so. And then you take multiple segments and you make a cycle, which would be a classic half-hour episodic. But you're doing it in a way that you can put it on social media, and people are seeing more of it because it's a short experience versus a long 30-minute piece that doesn't seem to do so well in the modern age due to statistics that people see. People like shorter content. It's harder for people to go to the movie theater. Movie theaters are like 50% down than when before COVID. So even though we're back as far as quarantine, movie theaters just still aren't coming together. And I think it's more of a generational thing. It's like my generation loved the movies, going to the theater experience. I don't know how much the newer generations enjoy it, and I think it's a long period of time for them, since most of their content is short form and very quick. And so I was trying to find a happy hybrid medium, and that's how I kind of figured out how to do my projects. And I'm going to be sharing that in this playlist of little experiences, because I want to kind of give more of the experience of it versus just the technical, because I think there's plenty of technical tutorials out there, for DaVinci and how to shoot and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to give you my insights on that, but I don't want to just heavily influence. I want to do more on the, why did I do it and how did I do it? so it's easier maybe for somebody that's like me that wants to create something, and this just makes it a little easier to accomplish little baby steps to then turn it into something better. So hopefully you'll stick around, and I'll see you in our first part of this, which will be like, let's write your first bite, your first 15 to 45-second bite, and I'll explain to you why I'm writing it that way. All right, so I'll see you in the next tutorial.
Bucket List Cuts.